Hey y'all, we're here at TechCrunch Disrupt, New York City in Startup Alley, looking at all the wares on display. Right now we're going to talk to Hassan Slaibi about Roadie Tuner. Hassan, tell me a little bit about this fantastic app that you have created.
Sure, thanks John. So basically this is Roadie Tuner. It's two things. It's a mobile app and an actual tuner that tunes your guitar quickly, accurately, and it's hassle-free, automatically basically. Let me show you how it works.
Please do.
Yeah, here's my guitar. This string is out of tune.
Let me stand over here.
The A string is out of tune, so I'm gonna pick the A string here.
Okay.
Pluck the string once. It's now tuning, fine-tuning it, and wait for it. It's in tune now.
Wow.
So you still only a couple of plucks, 3-4 seconds, and the string is in tune.
Only a couple of plucks.
Exactly.
That's what my girlfriend says.
That's what she said.
So let me ask you a question. Why and how did you come up with this app? Were you a roadie yourself? Did you work for Aerosmith? Did you crew on the road?
So my co-founder and myself, we are both musicians, and we always had felt this is part of playing that we didn't like much, tuning the instrument. And my partner actually plays a 12-string instrument, so he really struggled with tuning it. So we're both engineers as well, so we decided why not solve this problem? We know how to solve it, and we created this solution. It's so on the app itself, I can actually show you how it works. So the app itself, you can either choose a string to tune or set an auto-detect mode. And if you slide right, you get this nice menu of alternate tunings. So if between songs you want to change to a completely drop D tuning or an open tuning, it's super easy to do it.
Hassan, thank you so much. It's a very cool technology. Thank you, sir. Have a good one. And now we're moving on down the row, and now we're here with Kakuna. Kakuna, not the big kahuna, but the small Kakuna. Tell me a little bit about Kakuna and what y'all are up to.
Yeah, so Kakuna is a embeddable e-commerce retailer. So we reduce the clicks needed to acquire content. And we have developed a payment processor that's overlaid on top of a video player. So it's one-click checkouts to download or acquire content.
How exciting is this app, and who's going to be using it?
Well, hopefully it's exciting for musicians as well as the consumers streaming the content. So the idea is to go direct to the people streaming it, but also support the musicians and artists making that content as well.
How many people are using the app right now? Is anybody sort of playing around with Kakuna yet? What's going on?
We just launched in December, and we've got about 6,000 to 8,000 people. Content is king, so that's kind of what we're working on right now. And we know that the eyeballs and the UI, we've got everything kind of set on that end. We just need to kind of work towards the content side of everything.
Who's your favorite band, and which band do you like most that's using the Kakuna app right now, or Kakuna's tech?
Probably Fire and the Romance, cool band, actually based in New York and LA. So they're probably my favorite at the moment.
Hey, indie rock? What kind of sound is it? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, indie rock.
Fantastic. Sir, thank you very much. Joel, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you. Now we're easing on down the road here. We're going to take a look at Super Shuffle. I am less than super when I shuffle, so I would love to hear a little bit more about what you're working on, Frank. Tell me a little bit about this.
Well, we have one that is a social app, Voxbox. That is something like, instead of dead text like Twitter and Whisper, this is emotions. Like if you say something on Whisper or Twitter like text, I did this or I'm gonna marry, you scroll to the next one and here it's spoken. It's 8 seconds, you speak something in and you can listen and you can record. Just one simple page, nothing more, nothing less. It's partly anonymous, but you can also send it to your Facebook friends, but it grabs you.
Well, can I try it out right now? Can I try it out right now?
Yes, you can try it out.
Oh, fantastic. Let me take a look at this.
Yeah. If we press on listen, he will connect, then receiving, and then it...
Wow, that's crazy. Can I record one right now?
Yes, you can record one. So you can record, you can say, well, let me do an introduction.
All right,
example.
please.
Is TechCrunch great?
TechCrunch is super great.
Okay.
Thanks. Super great.
And we can listen and then submit it. Listen. Is TechCrunch great? TechCrunch is super great.
Super great.
And we can then submit it. And it's gone.
I think we
for the
should
rest
delete
of-
that because that was the least articulate thing I've said in my entire life.
But we
The
have
least
also,
articulate.
One more second. We have also Super Shuffle.
Also Super Shuffle.
Super Shuffle. That means this. If you could, very short. If you say that Candy Crush changed Bejeweled. Bejeweled was more like the old GM. Candy Crush is like the shiny BMW, right? While with rotation, with course, we made from Candy Crush. In fact, we made totally different, of course. No copy. It's rotating panels, all kind of stuff. A touch more difficult, but more addictive. It's like we made from Candy Crush. Super Shuffle is like the shiny BMW, the shiny Bentley that also can float on the water and also can lift like an airplane.
Live like an airplane, sir. You heard it here first. TechCrunch Disrupt. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, fellas, how are y'all?
How are you?
Which indie rock band did y'all get dropped from?
Well, I'm apparently the copy of Bob Dylan, and he's,
Jim Morrison.
Oh, wow. We've got the 60s throwback right here. So, what is...
Make you pray.
Oh, Make Me Pray.
Yeah.
Like a prayer.
Exactly.
All right, let's go, Madonna. Come on now. Talk to me.
It's a new way to pray for your family, for your friends.
For all the things that matter to you, basically. So for now, it's only available on iPhone. You can easily download the app. It's already on the App Store. It's a few steps. First, you select an image. You can do from your gallery or our presets. And then you define for what you want to pray. You write up your prayer. You can share it with your friends on Facebook or Twitter, for example. You stream it, and that's it. So it's a super easy and visual experience to create and share your prayers with the people you care about.
So this is like Whisper without the snark and not anonymous?
Yeah, pretty much. We could,
And is it non-denominational, or do we pray in certain...
it's absolutely non-denominational. The idea is behind it is that we do not understand why religions should be a source of conflict and hate between people, and we want to show that people can pray for the same thing without coming from the same religion.
Utopian ideology at TechCrunch New York Disrupt. Here we go. There we are. Thank you, sir. All right, gentlemen. Can I get a little bit of information about Stadius? I'd love to hear more about what y'all are up to.
John?
John. John with an H and two N's.
Yes.
There are a lot.
A lot of extra letters in there.
Yes, sir. I'm impressed.
Thank you. So Stadius is a hyperlocal messaging platform. Basically, it's socially scalable, so it can be a conversation between two people, or it can be a conversation between 1,000 people. It's also ephemeral, so we don't keep any conversations, we don't keep any data. And also the rooms that we create, or that get created, actually self-destruct by default after 4 hours.
Who's using it?
So the idea is that you could use it at a game, you could use it at your school. If you're at a game, you just want to chat with people around you.
Yeah.
You can create a room, you can see if other rooms have already been created, and then you can start chatting. So our app is really predicated on the notion that you don't have to be friends with the people around you. We don't have actually friends. Anybody can just join the room.
So if someone wants to smoke weed at a concert, they're like, who's got a J?
Yep, you can go in there and just start talking.
All right, fantastic. That sounds like a wonderful idea. So how did y'all come up with this? Were you looking for weed at a concert?
We were not. We're not pro-drug at the Stadius headquarters here. But basically, the concept for us was a lot of the messaging apps that exist today are predicated on the notion of friendships. You have to import your Facebook friends, your Twitter friends, and you're talking with people you already know. This is about going to an event, having a shared collective experience, and chatting with people around you.
So the folks at TechCrunch New York Disrupt, they could use this app right now and sort of connect with each other and make new friends.
We're on the app right now.
Yep.
We're live and we have a room with TechCrunch and we're talking to
Get out.
our CEO's on from Seattle, and then people are signing up as we're talking to them.
We'll delete the weed stuff, fellas. We'll delete the weed stuff. Thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it. Cheers. Good luck. And this is the first day of TechCrunch New York Disrupt. We are here in Startup Alley, and the excitement's only just getting going. We're going to kick it back upstairs. Y'all have a good one. It's almost like I'm